world's fastest, sexiest sports cars and some of the world's great drivers have come to Sonoma, California for the Infineon Grand Prix, presented by Foster's Lager.
On the pole for the LMP 900 class, no surprise, the defending champions, the Car 1, of course, the Infineon Team Joest Audi. Now, they won Le Mans 3 years running, but you know, today, this car, which is supposed to be the fastest class in the series, is not even starting on the front row. Because take a look at this. It has been swept by the lighter, more nimble LMP 675 class. The Dyson entry, with incredible speed, has swept the front row here.
Well, there's a big surprise as well. Toward the back of the grid, the GT and GTS classes, not what we would normally see in qualifying, right, Jan Bikus?
Well, they split up the qualifying divisions here in the 4 classes that will race today. And that was a problem for the GTS and the GT classes, including the GTS class leader, the 3 Corvette of Johnny O'Connell and Ron Fellows, and the leaders in the GT division, the Alex Job 23 entry of Lucas Luhr and Sasha Mawson. They will start effectively at the back of the field today because they did not record a time after an accident on the racetrack. But these cars are fast, and they'll be coming in a hurry from the back.
We saw one set of names toward the back of the field, Tracy Wolfson, but John Field and his group won't be taking the green today.
That's right. The number 37 car, John Field and Duncan Dayton, will not be on the track today. They are the class winners, the 675 class winners at Atlanta. And yesterday, during the practice, they came over a hill and crashed into the number 43 Porsche. Fortunately, no one was injured, but the MG Lola was so badly damaged, it could not be fixed.
I'm Butch Leisinger from Reepersburg, Pennsylvania, driver of the number 16 MG Lola. My teammate is the lovely and talented James Weaver.
Hi, my name's Oliver Gavin. I'm from Northampton, England, and I'm driving the 4 car with Kelly Collins.
Hi, I'm Jörg Bergmeister from Langenfeld, Germany. I'm driver of the 24 Alex Job Porsche, and my teammate is Timo Bernhard.
Glad to have you with us on NBC Sports with Bill Adam, Ibreak Benjamin, Martin Haven, Jan Bikus, Tracy Wolfson. Down on pit road. Green flag is in the air, and here we go.
And J.J. Lehto once again gets around the outside of the Joest Audi going up into turn 1. Boy, this is becoming a patented move for him. He is really starting to play head games with the Joest car. Very clean right now. Here's the champion ADD car right ahead.
This is Frank Biela, the Infineon Joest Audi. Very familiar team at the front of the pack. Uncharacteristic to see them fourth.
Oh, this is just spectacular watching JJ. At Road Atlanta, he was simply brilliant. And watch the bottom of the screen, too. Take advantage of our Porsche digital pilot telemetry. Keep an eye on the speeds, the G loading down through the corners. Enormous with these cars. This is something. This should be a good battle. Remember the little cars, the 675s. They're on Goodyear tires. And look at the Audi.
Lehto trying to take second spot away from the 20 car with Andy Wallace.
Oh, boy, I thought he had him there right there. There's a great battle right there. That is the Corvette, Oliver Gavin. No, sorry, that's the number 3 car.
Ron Fellows trying to come from the back of the field. Remember, they didn't qualify very well. Had to line up back around 27th position today.
Yeah, and I think they just have to exercise patience. But again, as I started to point out, both Ronnie Fellows and Johnny O'Connell, so experienced. They can be patient. They know they have 2 hours and 45 minutes to do it, so they're not going to take a chance.
The 38 car of Lehto now in second. He got by Frank Biela and Andy Wallace.
He had been having a great fight with Wallace. He was being very patient, but watch this outside move, getting through very, very heavy traffic here. You see Andy just sliding up there. Look at JJ starting it right around the outside again.
Take another look.
And look at all the traffic. Now he's out in the gray area. Tremendously slippery track. He sticks it up the inside, makes it look easy. What talent.
And we'll show you the gap now. Butch Leisinger continues to lead in the Bedford Norcold MG Lola from the Dyson Racing Stable. That's Lehto and the ADT champion 38. Right behind him, 2 car lengths is the gap. And the GT leader, the number 24, McKenna Job Racing Porsche. This is Jörg Bergmeister. Ralph Kellener's in second in the GT Ferrari, the 360 Modena. As we show you the standings after 2 races, the driver points, Sasha Mawson, Lucas Luhr, 2 of Alex Job's drivers. Bernhard and Bergmeister, who will share the car that's leading right now, right behind him.
Yeah, the Ferrari keeps. Whoops, there's one of the GTS
Pro
cars.
Drive Ferraris has gone off. That's the number 88 machine. It's GTS. That's the car of Enga and Peter Cox. That's the team that's been the veteran pairing in this Pro Drive group. They've added 2 great pros to their team this weekend. Jan Magnuson, David Brabham in the 80, and we see the 88 spinning all by himself. So far, the dominant car in GTS, the number 4 Corvette. Oliver Gavin driving that car at the moment, starting that car, qualifying that car. Let's ride with Ollie.
Well, actually, right now, I think we're looking out of the Pro Drive car. So this is how close this battle has come. Magnussen and Brabham started way back in the field, but they have closed right up. That is the leading Corvette immediately ahead. Oliver Gavin, the yellow car, right through the windshield there.
And the teammate to Leitzinger, the other Dyson car on pit road, Martin.
Yeah, they've just left. They just had a stop for fuel. Now, it may be that they didn't start the race with full tanks, because these things will not have to run 3 full stints. So it could be that they've taken their short fueling early in the race.
Peter Cox again in the Pro Drive Ferrari, the 88 car running 14th overall, 4th in GTS, has gone off for the 2nd time.
Oh, and he lost it way early.
He was on the throttle very hard. Lucky he didn't hit anything. Now watch Jan Magnussen in the team car, the 80. They're 2nd in GTS.
Man, Jan.
Nearly, look at him power slide that car to get it pointed in the right direction. Oh, look at the damage on the nose of Magnussen's car.
Enormous damage, and that is going to have a huge aerodynamic effect as well. The front of the car should lift as he goes through high-speed corners and down any sort of straight here.
Under caution at Infineon Raceway on NBC Sports. One of the cars in the GT category off course, the Panos, the Hypersport car. But potentially a worse situation. One of the 2 Dyson MG Lolas that started on the front row, the 20 car with Andy Wallace going slow into the corner. The 38 had to lock up there. You see Wallace offline.
Boy.
Wallace, such a capable driver. Hard to say, but probably there was another car that got him off of line. Under caution, the leaders have decided to come to pit road.
Yes, the leaders in each of the classes decided to make a pit stop. First of all, for the champion Audi, it was 57.5 seconds, which is pretty decent. However, they were beat out by the Joest Audi, and they got out also just in front of the 16 machine.
Well, that's right, but there's a little bit of disconcern here in the Dyson pit, because James Weaver was not able to get out of his pit stall for several seconds. The Joest Audi team were rather leisurely, shall we say, in hanging up the air lines and the fuel hoses. They were blocking his exit route. There's no protest, but they're just not happy.
Marco Werner at the throttle. They are the race leader. Of course, 4 races within 1 in the American Le Mans Series. The restart doesn't necessarily indicate who the race leader is. These cars are not your leaders, the GT cars. And there is the 2nd Dyson MG Lola. They've had a driver change in that car. Chris Dyson taking over in that machine now. So the leaders starting to filter to the front, and here comes Herbert.
Boy, and right there, it almost looked like contact between the back of Herbert's ADT Audi and the front end of James.
Johnny Herbert's just been passed again by James Weaver in the 675 car for 2nd spot, Bill Adams.
Yeah, that was really good. We saw James take a shot at it right off the start. Keep in mind, you are stopping a lot less weight, 350 pounds less, and the little number 16 car is able to go a deeper. It's a matter of energy. You don't have to slow down that much weight.
Overall race leader, 47-year-old James Weaver in Rob Dyson's Lola MG. This is one of the lightweight 675 prototypes. Weaver has built a 19-second lead over Marco Werner in car number 1, the Team Joest and Infineon Audi, and that is a surprise. We'll show you how it's gotten to this point, our best Western race recap. This was for 2nd spot in GT. Johnny Mullen in the 31 getting passed by one of the Job cars.
Yeah, the Alex Job cars, you can never count them out. They may start from the back, but here is one that did not want to happen. Lost a wheel. He was off the track, brought out yellow flag, and during that, Joest car comes in.
The Joest number 1 onto pit road. They had a cut-down tire. They changed all 4 Michelins. Meantime, the ADT champion team, the green, had come back out. They had to come to pit road.
This was just a total disaster. Apparently, the first lap out under green, Johnny felt the tire going down. They did have onboard telemetry, but Johnny tried to fight back. He saw him there, a very risky blocking move against James Weaver. It would only last about half a lap. Weaver went blowing by Herbert.
James Weaver had to give ground there, but it didn't take him long to get out in front. His lead substantial, 20 seconds, because of all that pit work that went on for the Joest team and for the champion team. Take a look at our face camera here on the 47-year-old veteran. We are under full course yellow. Less than 45 minutes to go. 3rd time today we've had a car off. One of the Ferraris in GT, Stefan Gregoire, piling into the tire barrier at the entrance to turn 11 a moment ago. He was able to get the car back on the racetrack, though, Bill. So the restart will not be this lap, obviously. James coming in. It'll be a quick splash of fuel.
Yes.
And they'll check that right front tire.
Now, I wonder what Joest are going to do running just behind him. And they're staying on the track.
Guys, they're worried about the tire, but they were talking about double stinting it as long as there's no wear issue. Right front only it is. Incidentally, Reinhold Joest right behind this pit, or in front as James comes out, is just sitting there smiling. The number 1 car goes and stays out on the track. I asked him when they came in under the previous yellow whether he thought he could make it. He said, yeah, maybe. I think this yellow might be the maybe he needed.
Bill Adam, the 38 car, will start at the front, but Johnny Herbert is a lap down.
Yeah, that's the good news, but the bad news is Joest is right back about there.
Race leader Marco Werner in that silver number 1.
In fact, even closer, he is right on Johnny's tail. That would put him another lap down.
James Weaver and Rob Dyson's MG Lola, the 675 category car. That category of car has never scored an overall victory in the American Le Mans Series in its 4+ year history. Today might well be the day. The 16 has been the dominant car here. They pitted for a splash of fuel and a tire change a moment ago. Weaver restarts 10 seconds back, and Bill, he's been quicker than the Audis all day.
There's one of the GT Porsches just going by there, and up into turn 1, this very, very quick climbing.
It's Weaver in the white and blue
Look
car.
at the Porsche. Look off
That's
the track.
the PK Sport Porsche from Great Britain on Pirelli's, the 60 car. That's Robin Liddell. They got off big yesterday and wrecked that car hard. This car off again here at the exit of turn 1. This is Alex Davison driving. He partners with Liddell.
He
Davison
is
from Australia, and he is indeed beached.
First of all, right there, you see the dust forming on the right. He got the wheels off, and then remarkably lucky he didn't hit a single thing.
Full course caution indeed. Pits are closed right now, and the safety car will be coming back out. And the ADT champion Audi came to pit road, Jan Beekes.
Yes, you heard Bill talk about what a payday that was for Johnny Herbert to stay in front. They took advantage of it and put 4 sticker tires on. The idea, the cold sticker tires with a lot of grip do not pick up the pickup on the racetrack. They didn't lose anything. They're already at the back of the field. Now they have fresh tires, and they can really push the pedal.
Werner the leader. Weaver in that 675 car from the Dyson stable, right behind him in second. Look at this, Bill Adam.
Yeah, a great move there. Olivier Beretta and the Panos actually moved over, let Weaver go by. A very classy move by Beretta.
Beretta 5th overall in the 10 car. It's been a great run for both of the JML Team Panos cars. They're 5th and 6th. While we were away at Infineon Raceway, James Weaver was able to take the Rob Dyson Lola MG around the number 1 of Marco Werner. He's back in the lead, Bill Adam, and he's pulling away.
He takes advantage of the extremely good braking of the lighter car. The Joest Audi moved as far over as possible, almost touching. James was not to be intimidated. Beautiful.
Let's update you on the closed race cars, GTS and GT. The 2 Corvettes are running 1-2. In fact, Ron Fellows is leading now, and Bill Adam, that's a tremendous accomplishment. They started 27th after those qualifying problems.
Yeah, patience paid off for Ronnie and Johnny O'Connell to come back through the field like that. You can see the car is perfect. There isn't a mark on it. Their experience is so good. They take their time because they know they can do this.
Yeah, you know, you're talking about the battle between those 2 teammates and the amount of ground that the car 3 Corvette made up. They had to do it twice. The 4 crew did a beautiful job on their pit stop when they pitted at the same time. They just about exchanged lots of fiberglass on the way out, but the 4 beat them out. Then it was all down to traffic, and it's the 3 Corvette today that has really been the fastest car through traffic, and that's what's made the difference.
As we see the GT battle for the lead, one of the Ferraris on pit road with bodywork flapping in the breeze. That tells you a little of what their problem has been.
Yeah, I think that probably is the Jan Magnussen car coming back into the pits there, because they punted that one car pretty hard early on. I expected the hood. Great battle here at GT as well.
Timo Bernhard, Jörg Bergmeister in the number 24 for the Alex Job McKenna Porsche team. They're out in front. Their team car, the 23, Lucas Lohr and Sasha Massen right behind. Tremendous rivalry between these 4 Porsche factory drivers. A couple of laps to go inside 4 minutes, and going for the lead, Marco Werner. He's right up behind James Weaver again.
And he got a terrible block there right now. James Weaver just ran across a slower car at the worst possible place. All of a sudden, his 2.5-second lead just evaporated, and Werner is right back on his tail one more time.
And in the GT category, Lucas Lohr did get by Timo Bernhard. Boy, there'll be a lot of stories told at dinner tonight with this bunch.
Look at Timo.
Lohr in the 23 is leading. Bernhard in the 24 trying to get back by him, one of Kevin Buckler's cars. I think that might be Cord Wagner in the 66, Buckler's teammate. They field 3 cars here. The Racers Group based here at Infineon Raceway. On board, Johnny Herbert, ADT champion Audi, 4th overall. There's the 3rd place car, Bill Auberlen, right in front of him, 0.3 of a second. This is for 3rd.
And you've heard us refer to Bill Auberlen driving this Dallara MG. This is a different MG than what is in the lead car. It is a Judd V10 that MG bought the rights to. It's a big, strong V10 motor, not the small engine that's in the 675 car.
And James Weaver heading to the checkered flag. History about to be made in the American Le Mans Series. You're seeing it live on NBC Sports. First time ever that a 675 prototype is going to score an overall victory.
Now he's been,
and there is the checkered flag for James Weaver and the Dyson Racing team. Great battle for third meantime as they come to the line. Johnny Herbert trying to get by Oberlin.
and
there's contact. Oberlin held up by a lap car.
Yeah, Johnny tried to grab the outside. I think that was incidental. That is not to be held against Herbert. He made a brilliant move right there. Billy Oberlin just barely touched him.
Oberlin got picked off. He's going to try him, and Oberlin hits Herbert after the checkered flag.
What on earth?
Oberlin drilled Herbert on the back end after they took the checkered flag. He thought he had a chance. Wild action for third. Herbert takes the spot on the last corner. Punches the brakes, maybe. Oberlin drills it.
Yeah, the Joest guys were very quick, as always. And our car was very quick from 7 back to 11, but we were struggling a bit in the traffic. And got a couple of bad breaks near the end and a couple of lucky breaks. So that's motor racing.
So that one is for Rob Dyson back home to enjoy.
Absolutely. Governor, thank you very much.
Let Ron Fellows get the helmet off quickly. What a drive through the field.
I tell you what, the one thing about everyone on the number 3 cars, we never quit. Ron had a killer first stint. That caution closed the gap. Our guys in the pits, Dan Binks, everybody on the team. By the way, Gary Young, get well, baby, man. We missed you. But we got the lead on the start and on the restart, and it was a good fight, both cars all around. Ron did a great job bringing it home. I knew we were good to win.
Lucas, congratulations. You passed your teammates. It was a battle out there. You passed them with just a few laps to go.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, we start from the really last position, and I did the start. I had a really good stint, and I was second behind Jörg when we came to the pits. Then we lost. Sasha went in. He did a hell of a job as well. And at the end, I got back in with Timo, and we had the fight. It was so close. I'm really happy and glad that the race is over.
Weaver and Leitzinger win. Werner and Biela finish second. Bill Adam?
Yeah, great battle. And look, I think the credit goes to everybody because in every single class, the battles were nonstop, right to the final flag, a half second apart.